You guys already know the deal. So here is the new rice pot. I have no idea how it works, but whoa, careful. Select and then start. Hopefully the quick rice does good. So we're gonna have some white rice with some chicken. Let me show you guys the go-to canned chicken breast that I've been usually having for lunch. This whole can here has 4 servings. One serving is 19 grams. So basically 20 grams of protein. Times that by 4, you're looking at 80 grams of protein packed within this can. Now I don't typically like to just eat it like this. So what I'm gonna do is actually throw it in the pan, season it up. Once that rice is done, we'll throw it on. Wifey also got some new pots and pans. What's nice about this house is we basically get to have our own space. So for the office and the garage and my closet, that's my space. I get to do what I want with those rooms and basically deck it out how I want. And pretty much the rest of the house is wifey's. I'm just gonna let her have it. For example, these are the type of pots and pans we're going with. So anyways, she has a really good eye for things. Hi, honey. I'm happy with because she has a good style and taste, and so just gonna trust her to make this house the way she wants. So last night we stayed up till about 1 a.m. I got a new office desk, which I'm stoked to show you guys here in a second, but it took me quite some time to build it and also clean up, but we just set up everything. So going from a super small desk and tight corners at our old house office to now a much bigger spot, beautiful view, as well as a much bigger desk. So, oh, and our backyard view is just on a whole nother level. And guys, this is a long time coming. Since the start of the year is when we found out we were gonna buy a new house. One of the things that I've been looking forward to is having a nice open kitchen. Number 1, with good lighting, and 2, one where we can make videos like this. Eventually we're gonna do our meal prep videos. I wanna do more content within the kitchen, showing you guys diet, the meal prep, what it takes to actually achieve your goals. As we all know, nutrition is about 80% of your results. Showing you guys more of how the abs are made in the kitchen and not just know that they are made in the kitchen. Since the rice is gonna take a while, we're gonna let this cool down. And let me go and show you guys the office real quick. Welcome to the Peak Physique's headquarters, AKA my office. Now I got a lot of ideas here when it comes to really making this place the dream office. So a lot of things that we still want to do to this place, a lot of cool backdrops, and I wanted to get a really nice bookshelf and all that. But this is the desk that I was talking about, which took me quite a while to build. Found this guy on Amazon. I love it. I love the brown, just the aesthetic of it. Lots of ideas what we want to do, but this is actually a separate piece here. So we could always just adjust this however we want, depending on the vibe of the setup. But just really going for the wood, black, kind of aesthetic look. Just want to be super simple with my desk and minimal. But this is just my workspace, and it's important to make your workspace feel like a place where you can work, be at peace with your environment. I truly believe that how organized or how messy your room is says a lot about you. And so when you have a clean space, I truly believe that you have a clean mind and everything's just nice and organized. Now, it doesn't always stay like this. Obviously, I got 3 boys, so they can come in and make a mess of things. But with that said, I mean, still pretty simple in here. And let me give you a little snippet of the backyard. I'll show you guys outside, but this is the view. So I get to sit here, work, every time I'm thinking about something or even praying and talking to God or whatnot, I look out at his creation. Just so thankful for this view because it reminds me of just working at a desk and looking at screens all day. Then to be able to see this at the same time is refreshing, I'd say. If you guys want to see the full backyard, let's go check that out. This is our oasis. Check it out. Got some new patio furniture. Again, just a really nice place to come out, sit, read my Bible, have my coffee in the morning, or just hang out with the kids. You know, they got their playground. A lot of backyard space here for us to play ball. And this is a house that I really see my family and I growing up on. Ton of space to where we're pretty much not gonna outgrow it unless we have like 2 more kids, which having 3 is quite enough. But yeah, so much wildlife out here. We've already seen hawks, baby alligators, frogs, and like a ton of different species of birds. So it's just super cool to be out here, especially when it cools down here in Florida. It's gonna be really nice to just sit out. And yeah, the next big investment is gonna be getting a nice rotted black fence. That way the boys can just play out here and we don't have to worry about watching them all the time or letting the dog loose and just run around. Once we get that, we feel like our backyard will be complete, but you know, it's our first house and it takes time. Unfortunately, when you buy a house, you can't just buy everything you want. There's a lot of ideas that we have that we want to do to the house, but we understand that that'll come with time. Just thought I'd show you guys the backyard because this is one of the coolest parts about it. Those are good veggie sticks. The next spot, we'll save the upstairs for another day, is the garage. Check it out. Now, mind you, there's a lot of garbage everywhere just because we haven't gotten our garbage bins yet. We're still waiting on the city to drop those off. But the main part I want to show you is our gym. All right, so as you walk into the garage from in the house, you notice something a little familiar you might have seen in my previous videos. That is the Evil Pal home gym setup, which I absolutely love. The blacked out look. We got new gym mats. These are actually horse stall mats. If you guys are looking for home gym mats, horse stall mats are the way to go. They're heavy duty, super heavy actually, and they're a lot cheaper than the typical gym mats you see out there. Again, a lot of ideas that I want to do with this space. We got the dumbbells over there, the treadmill. Eventually we're gonna get some LED lights because we're going to be doing a lot of more content, right? So lighting is everything. And then I'm thinking about painting these walls black here with a solid like wood backsplash. I know you see it all over Instagram. I love the look and it's kind of trendy right now, but that's the goal. We'll make it nice and sleek. And I think it'll be super cool to have for the content. Finally got to bring my bike in here. My GSXR can stay in the garage. Again, don't mind the mess, but for years, my bike has been sitting out in the sun, getting rusty. Just super thankful I have a garage now that I get to not only put my gym in, but store my bike. It just kind of feels like I'm adulting a lot faster than I want to, but it's a part of the process. Trips to Home Depot and Lowe's is you get excited about buying the little things. We got this nice entryway, which I guess I'll just kind of show you or come around here. Look at that, our new king mattress came in. We were sleeping on a queen for years. And we got a new king mattress. Those two are actually twin mattresses for the boy, so really excited about doing that. We got these awesome porch patio furniture. The blue matches our front door, which is nice. The boys are out playing, riding their bikes out. They could just sit right here and just be shaded by the palm trees. I'm super thankful and blessed, and let's go check on that rice, see if it's done yet. Oh man, that's pretty nice. Nice and fluffy. All right, guys, you already know what we gotta do. Measure. Ooh, 151. That's right. What's a little difficult is I got all these options of where to sit and have my lunch. I like to have lunch here, but I don't know, I feel like it's a nice day today, so let's go ahead and sit outside for a second. I don't even know what to talk about right now. Sometimes you don't need to say anything, right? Sit back, take everything in. Let's start off with some bands, ready to warm up our shoulders. We're just gonna get a nice, simple, yet effective shoulder pump. Let's go. Let's go start off with some dumbbells. Start off real light. All right, guys, so we are sitting at about 173, 172. And the cut has stalled since the new move. And so now that we're slowly starting to be settled in, it's time to lock back in with the nutrition. I'm counting my macros and my calories now, and we're consistent with the gym, but it does kind of feel as if I've lost a little bit of muscle mass. Is it maybe just mental? Maybe. There's a big chance I probably lost some muscle mass because I wasn't eating enough protein for a couple weeks, as well as hitting the gym. I know, shame on me, right? No. But just life, you know, how to prioritize. The idea is, this is just a part of my lifestyle. So I know I'm gonna get back into it. And we locked in now. So we got the workout plan dialed in. The nutrition, I'm gonna start back at 2,000 calories, making sure we're eating at least a minimum of 180 grams of protein. I could probably shoot for 200, but again, I'm not looking to be the biggest guy in the room anymore. I just wanna be lean, happy, and just have fun with it. Road to Shredz, episode 11. That's what we are watching right now. It's crazy to say that we're at 11 episodes now, but it's been a fun journey so far. Lots of obstacles and challenges, but that's just a part of the journey. It's about learning how to overcome them, learning how to work around them while still making progress. That's good. Now, the reason why I'm closing my eyes when I'm doing these reps is because I actually can bring my mind to my muscle a lot better when I'm not like distracted by what's around me or even looking myself in the mirror. If I close my eyes and I really focus on the form and technique, I can sense and feel the delts a whole lot more. So give that a shot if it helps. Obviously be safe. Don't do anything and close your eyes that you know you're gonna injure yourself. So give it a shot. It definitely helps. I wasn't gonna mention this, but Coach Nate did just randomly injure my lower back yesterday while mowing the lawn. It's getting old, I guess, but it's definitely painful, but I'm just trying to work around it. Again, talking about working around life's obstacles, my lower back is definitely an obstacle. And the goal is just to still get work done without having to further injure it or be in pain. So it's actually feeling better overnight. But just so randomly, man, like my lower back started aching, and it's that bulging disc, if you guys ever heard of that. It's something I've dealt with for years. That's why we're doing only shoulders today, which I'm starting to slowly feel. Oh, it's not the best shoulder press. It's not ideal or what I had in mind. But when you start to lift for a while and you're doing an exercise, it doesn't feel that all that great. It's not like you have to keep doing it. You know, you have the ability to stop and try out a new one. And I think that's what I'm about to do. When I'm leaning back here, it's more of an upper chest exercise. So I just hit chest and my chest is sore. So when I'm doing this, like I can feel it in my chest being worked. So if we want to get the most out of our shoulder press exercise, we got to switch it up because this isn't ideal. Still not ideal. I don't like it. If the handles are sideways for these and they kind of go more up this way, more back, towards the back, so I can focus on the side delts a little bit more. Because even when you're pushing from here, it's gonna work some of the front delts, but you're still pressing with the side delts too. It's like a front and side. One more shot, we're gonna give this other one a try. We're gonna do the hammer strength. Hopefully, these will feel good. I've used these before, so I know what to expect, but sticking something more isolated, these aren't as isolated. See how these come up like right above me? A lot more better on the shoulders. Let's do one more. We'll bang this one out. Mini drop set. Oh. Okay. One more. Let's keep going. Super light, but control. Oh. One of the best ways you can grow a Boulder shoulders is making sure you grow bigger rear delts. A lot of times people are developing their front delts because they do a lot of pressing motion. If you're hitting chest, you're definitely gonna hit your front delts, especially as a beginner because you're maybe not that advanced at targeting the chest. So typically what happens is you hit the front delts as well. Side delts, you know, a lot of lateral raises and shoulder presses, but where you get that roundness, that pumpkin-like Boulder shoulder look, is by building bigger rear delts. So we're gonna hit a couple rear delts and basically call it. We've already done dumbbell lateral raises, a crap ton of shoulder presses, and now we're gonna move on to rear delts, okay? So we can either do a machine that's gonna target the rear delts, or we could do dumbbells or flies. Typically, I feel it the most in my rear delts when I'm doing cables, or really the machine too. So I think we're gonna do the machine, and we'll bang it off with some last minute cable rear reverse flies. Let's go. I was talking to wifey a while ago, and she had a bright idea I should do another show, which is interesting coming from her because she's the one that gets the short end of the stick when I compete, just because it's like so mentally challenging. Temper, moods, they're through the roof. You know, they're controlled. I'm not saying we're crazy or anything, just that, you know, it's not easy, the bodybuilding life. Any bodybuilder's spouse would tell you that. So I feel like though, if we were to compete, it'd be a lot more efficient and optimal prepping at our new house, because you got the meals there, you got the gym just in case you can't make it to the actual gym, so you still get a pump. I got my own supplement side on the cabinets and my own space, right? When the time's right, we'll have to do roads to show, natural men's physique bodybuilding competition, see how far we can go with that. All right, enough talking, let's go. Got the fists going. Be careful if you do those because you don't want to hurt yourself, but I felt more contraction in the rear delts without having to use my hands. Just put my fist here and then just driving that elbow back. So I'm squeezing, I'm flexing that rear delt. See, it's like pretty tight. It means it's pumped and getting worked. We'll do one more set and then maybe a little drop set. I like drop sets in replace of doing like another working set, just because in a sense it's still another set, but it's a little lighter, and because it's a drop set, you're going right after the previous, which they're already pumped and tight and sore. So if you go back to back, it's just gonna be getting more out of that set. It's either you do another set or you do a drop set. That make sure that drop set is to absolute failure and really, really feeling it towards the end there. All right, last set, we're gonna do a cable reverse fly. Actually, let's do face pulls with the rope and then we'll call it. Key thing with this exercise is all in the elbows. Make sure to step back far enough. Don't hit nobody. I typically like to go overhand and then drive the rope right above my forehead. And then think about the elbows being pulled back. Crazy isolation. All right, guys, that is a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of the journey. Make sure to like and subscribe. Looking forward to so much more content coming up. That new house and our new goals that we're setting. This marks the halfway, pretty much the halfway mark of 2025. Let's finish off strong. If you're someone who's been tuning in, seeing the transformations, the testimonies, and you're like, Nate, 2025 hasn't been so well. I need some help, some guidance, some accountability. Just book in a simple call, free consultation. We'll talk about your goals, your struggles, and see how I can help you get to that next level and achieve your peak physiques. All right, guys. God bless. See you in the next one.